Hello everyone, Terra here. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be reviewing the Lord of Chaos himself, Unicron, from the Armada series. Now, this was specifically asked by a friend of mine to be reviewed, so I'm doing it in his favor. Big shout out. So, without further ado, let's get to the review. Now, for those that have been watching my videos, you know I do like a bit of a story, so as far as this character goes, this is the Armada Unicron. It's from the Armada series, and each and every one of the three series from the Unicron trilogy had a specific theme. In the case of the Armada, these little guys here, the Minicons, were let's say a different type of transformer figures, the size of humans in the show. And basically they were sought out after by the main characters, and if they managed to obtain them, they would unlock powers in the forms of weapons and whatever. Now on with the figure itself. This is considered a Supreme class. I think later on it was changed into Ultra in the following series, but nonetheless it's quite a big figure and quite heavy. I mean, it's bigger than my arm, so, and it's difficult to get it onto the camera, obviously. So let's see a bit of a close-up onto the design. Supposedly this is a planet mode, but I'm not going to complain much about it because it's quite accurate to the series. Though I would like if there was some sort of stand or something to allow him to stand up like this. But nevertheless, a bit of a closer view onto the mouth of the planet. Now you do have one gimmick here where you can just move the horns or the, I don't know, pincers, and this opens and closes, which is quite cool actually. And as you can see, you've got clear plastic, clear blue, purple, whatever this color is, and it's got some really nice Cybertronian engravings onto it. And you also have here on the top some mountains or whatever that's supposed to resemble in Transformian. But unfortunately you can pretty much, just see the robot in disguise, so I guess that's the limitations of really old and large figures. Now as for the Minicon, this is dead end and is basically a ball with a cannon, and you can attach him onto the many Minicon ports you can see all over the figure. You have one main here, and then you have a lot of them all over the ring, and you also have these ports on each side. And I'm gonna show this later on. Some of the ports allow for specific gimmicks. Now to transform this little guy, it's very simple. You just want to unfold the legs, just flip them down, flip these two joints here, that's on a ball joint, rotate it, and you basically have the legs. And the back part, you want to just rotate this and just flip the arms around like so. Oh, I forgot to flip the gun out. And there you have dead end. Yeah, it's a small little transforming figure. Now as for size comparison, in the planet mode, here he is next to Perfect Grade Char's Zaku. Here he is with Cybertron's Leo Prime. Here he is together with Lego's Venom. And just put him onto the side to get a better look. Here he is with animated Grimlock. And here he is with MP Megatron. So on with the transformation. It's quite simple. So first you want to just get the rings out the way. You want to spread these pieces apart and flip them out like so. And just rotate the figure, go onto the back side and do the same, but have in mind that these two panels are attached inside of the leg, so you might want to just split the legs to allow these to come out, and split these wings as well. And I'm just going to leave them off to the side. I'll try to transform this without removing the wings. It's quite easy to remove them, you just untap them from here, but I'll try to do it without breaking the whole aesthetics of the design. So now you want to turn back to the front and split the shell. Yeah, this is a bit of a shell former, but come on. It's held quite well together. There you go. It just clips with these two pegs and holes on each side. So, and as soon as you open that, you can pretty much see the entire upper section of the body. And just move these out of the way. They are on a hinge and a, let me just bring it closer. So they're on a hinge here, which can move in and out, and it can also rotate. So just move them out to the side for now. Then you want to come back again and just lift it up and pull the entire leg section and fold it down on some really strong ratchets. And basically you have the legs folded out. I'll just go on and deal with the legs to get them out of the way. So for the legs you want to rotate these planet pieces around like so, and then just flip this part out. Now this is on a double hinge here, so you want to keep this straight. You have one hinge here and one lower. You want to flip it on the lower hinge. Come on. Like that. And then flip the heel out onto the back and just rotate the toe. Do the same on the other side. Come on. And just set it down. And there you have the legs. Quite easy. Let me just straighten it out. Nice. So, I'm gonna move the camera up, and then I like to deal with the wings because they tend to get in the way. So what you want to do is just fold the lower wing part like that, and just leave it off to the side like so, and do this on the other side as well. Just fold the lower wing like that. So as soon as we're done with the rings, you want to just flip the arms out like so. And if I'm not mistaken, the entire transformation is quite show accurate, so that's a big plus for me. And just flip them up and they snap into place, and rotate the shoulders down. Now you want to close this guard. It doesn't actually lock into place. It kind of does. There's two really small holes for 2 pegs here, but it doesn't actually stay all that secure. Then you can just go ahead and flip the head around and adjust the horns. And we're almost done. So for the shoulders, you want to just lift them up, just pull them up into place, rotate the biceps around. Let me just set him straight. And to flip out the arms, you want to open up this panel, flip the arm out, and close it back up. Do the same on the other side. Now, as for the wings, there's not really any specific way of setting these parts, but I would say the best you can do is just flip them around so that they don't really... yeah, it's really easy to detach them because they're on these clips, but the best you can do is just place them in a way that it, doesn't get in the way of the rest of the figure. And there you have Unicron in his robot mode, and he is big. Now, I don't think this is the best Unicron design, but I can't complain much because it's quite cartoon accurate. So that's a really big point for me. But yeah, it is not my favorite design. So let's get a bit closer to the details on this figure in this mode. And here is the head sculpt. There's not much going on about it. You have some details of the chin and the mustache, whatever that is. Was it a beard? I'm not even sure. And I think it's a bit of a replication of the original movie Unicron, but I think it's not as good as that one. And then you have, again, some clear plastic hiding away the inside of the chest, which you can flip open if you so like, and you have some really nice details of missiles and mechanism, whatever. And you also have clear abs for some reason, and this guy seems to be quite jacked up. I mean, he's got a six-pack, for crying out loud. Then you have the skirts, again clear plastic. You have the base orange all around the figure, and as I said, this is the Armada version, so you've got the orange color, whereas the Unicron version is black and most of the part. And then you have this gunmetal gray and this really cool purple color. I think this is a bit metallic. And I think most of it is plastic molds. I can't really tell if there's much painting on the figure, but I mean, overall design is quite detailed. And this is a really old figure as well. But yeah, I have quite a few of these old figures. Now on to the articulation. This is quite an articulated figure. The head can rotate 360 degrees, and it's quite tough to do so. If you move these out of the way, you can rotate the shoulder full 360 degrees. You can move the arm in and out. You have a 90-degree bend on the elbow and full bicep rotation. And then going on to the wrist, you have a full rotation on the wrist, and you have one hinge joint on the thumb and two joints on the fingers, and they're individually articulated. You have one here and one here. Now you don't have any up crunch, even though this guy's got a six-pack, but you do have full rotation of the waist. And if you move these panels out of the way, you can move the leg. Yeah, these things tend to pop out really easy. So yeah, you can move this 90 degrees front and 90 degrees back on really hard ratchets. And he can do full splits. And you have a full rotation on the knee. You have a 90-degree bend on the knee. And then as for the toes, you have a hinge up here, a hinge down here. It allows a bit of a pivot, and then you can move the heel. And you can also move the toe, and you can also rotate the toe. Let me just get the piece that fell off. So these things tend to pop out quite easy. There's a hole here. Come on, focus. Focus, yeah. There's a hole here which you can attach onto the skirt panel. And there it goes back into place. Now for such a large figure, he's quite articulated. You can pose him really easily. And that's quite cool. I mean, he's a Supreme class figure and he's got tons of articulation in him. What else would you like? Yeah, okay, he's no Zeta Toys Unicron studio cell if you like. But still, this thing is quite cool. As for size comparison in the robot mode, here he is with perfect grade Zaku. And I think it's the first Transformers I show that's bigger than this guy, so let's say something. Here he is with Lego's Venom. Here he is with Leo Prime in the Beast mode. It's basically like his little pet. And I'm not gonna transform this guy now, so here he is with MP Megatron. Now I've gone ahead and transformed the Minicon back because we're gonna need this now. I would say this is quite a nice figure to have. Tons of articulation, really big, imposing, but I would say the best feature about this is the many gimmicks he has. So starting from the top, I hope this works, you have light up eyes, and again the batteries died on me. These things tend to pop off, so I'll just pop them off and be done with it. So yeah, the wings are attached here. You have a screw here, which if you remove, you can add these two LR44 batteries, and it's quite nice that they actually have it engraved on the figure. But unfortunately, they're not working right now. The other gimmick is if you push his right hand in, it lights up. That's quite cool. And then you have all this Minicon storage. So if you pull out the, come on, let me just flip this open. If you put your nail here, you can pull out and open his chest area, sorry, the abdomen, and he can fit a Minicon. You have slots up here on the shoulders, and this rotates around, which is quite cool. Then you have down on the feet, you can open this panel and watch closely. As you can see, there is a sliding opening here, so as you pull it out, this part slides. So I don't know if you can see that. As you close it down, it slides back down. So if you open this up, you have more space to throw some Minicons in there. And then if you place, all Minicons have the port, so if you place it here, it allows for one of the Minicon functions to enable, and you can just move this forward and it fires all 3 missiles. And that's not even the coolest part. You have another port back here, which should activate this chest gun. Chest beam, chest missile. I'm not even sure what this is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it. Whoop. That was quite fast. I think this should have happened much slower, but this thing is quite powerful actually. So you have this missile popping out from the chest. You just put it back in. This might be because of the batteries, but usually it opens up and it slowly ejects it, but it has done it really, really fast. Let's do it one more time. And this time I'll try to put my hand in front. Come on. Yeah, I couldn't even catch it. So, there you have it. Armada Unicron. This is quite a nice figure. And overall, I would highly recommend this. Now, unfortunately, it's going to be quite expensive to find this because it's a really old figure, as I said before. And to be honest, for the amount that you would pay for this, I would highly recommend you buy the studio sale. You can probably find it about the same price or even less that you would buy this one. I'm planning to do a review for studio sale later on. And I mean, if I would rank this, I'll probably give it like a 4.5 out of 5. You have really good articulation, decent amount of detailing and design. And I mean, you've got the size, you've got so many gimmicks. And in general, I mean, this is a lovely figure to play with. And it's quite sturdy as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this review, guys and girls. And I'll see you again soon. If you like this channel and you want to see it grow, please like, subscribe. And if you have any recommendations about anything I do, leave it down in the comments below. So take care, have a great day, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.